Every Harry Kane goal at a major international tournament. When Freddie Flintoff and the bloke from Kaiser Chiefs are coming together to butcher a 70s classic in your honor, you know you're onto a winner. After a slow start to Euro 2020, Harry Kane is proving that he is in fact a goal machine at international level and has the country dreaming that football could indeed be, well, you know the rest. Let's go back over some of the captain's greatest hits by reliving every goal he has scored at a major tournament. England looked as if they were off to a flyer against Tunisia in the opening game of the 2018 World Cup. Gareth Southgate's team started with an admirable intensity and led after just 11 minutes. John Stones saw his header clawed out by Maouaz Hassan, only for Kane to tap it in at the far post. England struggled to kill the game off from there, however, and were staring down the barrel of a national embarrassment when Kyle Walker committed a clumsy foul in the area and allowed for Johnny Sassy to level. It was a nervy second half from England, but with 90 minutes on the clock, Kane popped up with a header at the back post to break Tunisian hearts. Pints were thrown everywhere, and this was just the start. England tore Panama apart in their second game, booking their passage into the last 16 in clinical fashion. John Stones headed them into an early lead, and the game was put beyond any reasonable doubt 11 minutes later when Kane stepped up to fire home a clinical penalty. The goals certainly did not stop there. England were in the mood, and Jesse Lingard fired in a stunner before another Stones header had them firmly in control before halftime. And a five-star first half was capped off when Kane stepped up from the penalty spot once again. And then the hat-trick was confirmed, though how much Kane knew about his third goal is very much up for debate. The captain looked as if he'd inadvertently blocked Ruben Loftus-Cheek's strike at goal, only to see the deflection wrong foot the despairing Panama keeper and loop into the net. They all count. Kane went on to claim the Golden Boot at the 2018 World Cup after his spot kick against Colombia on England's way to a famous penalty shootout win put him on 6 for the competition. It would be his last, however. He drew a blank in their quarter-final with Sweden before England went tumbling out against Croatia in the semi-finals. Kane was in for some serious criticism after his dramatically poor performances in the Euro 2020 group stage. But when the time came to face Germany at Wembley with a quarter-final spot on the line, he came up trumps. The emotional scenes that followed his late header that put England 2-0 up and into the last 8 will live long in the nation's memory. Just 8 minutes of football separated Kane's first goal at Euro 2020 with his second. He started their quarter-final tie looking like a man possessed, and 4 minutes were barely on the clock when he found himself on the end of Raheem Sterling's through ball to poke the ball beyond Georgi Bushchan and get England off the mark. And if there was any doubt over England's semi-final credentials after Harry Maguire headed in the second, Kane